Yo, yo, what's up? I am live. I am just doing a little bit of a live. I just wanted to actually see what is going on here. Yep, I'm getting all of my stuff ready for my trip this week. And we're doing a trip to Seven Springs this weekend. And I'm just getting all my stuff ready, and I just wanted to bring. What's up, Ryan Smith? How are you, bud? Thanks for coming in. I did a pop-up live right now. I'm getting all my stuff ready for our trip this weekend. I'm actually leaving tonight, so I figured I'd do a little bit of a live for an hour or so, and just show you guys what I'm getting ready here. So here is my room with all of my hunting gear. So there's all my stuff. There is my fishing rods right there. That's half of them. I don't even know how many are in there. There are, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 rods right here that I'm trying to do. What's up, Force One? Happy Hen. How are you? Yo, what's up, Rocco? I'm just doing a pop-up live right now. I'm getting all my gear together. I'm in my little walk-in closet with all my gear. You can see there are some of my rods there. There's my rods up here. I got all kinds of stuff. I got you guys on the tripod, but there's all my crossbow stuff, my hunting stuff. So this is like my little walk-in room here. So my dad's in here. What's up, Dad? How are you? So I'm just doing this before everybody gets here. I'm getting all my rods and reels together here. I'll show you these real quick. I'm going to open this stuff up and show you what is going on right here with this. So this is my little case that I have some reels in. So we're going to take these reels with us. I got my Corrado. I got my Beast reel. I got my Sun Shimano. I got a Sedona. And I got my daughter's. She loves this reel. One of those proficiencies. So we got that in the cases. So we're taking that up. We're taking some trout stuff up because the ponds, I just talked to people up there. Is it your Ted shed? Yeah, it's like my Ted shed. So, and then this is my, see how much stuff is in my, this is my quads, all the quads in here. I got fish tanks. I see all that wall over there. That's all gear and stuff like that. Rocco, you're going to like that. There's an elliptical machine right there, but that's usually used for hanging clothes on. So, but yeah, upset you guys outside here a little bit. Set on sign. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Just maybe an hour or so live. I'm just getting all my stuff ready, so you'll see me going in and out here. I got a bag. Let me see if I can do this. And I don't think I could zoom in. I can't zoom in on this thing. So I'm going to just put this down here like that so you can see. I'm taking this bag right here. And so you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. So I got all my Senkos and my pig sticks in this bag here. So I'm taking that pouch with me. That is Tackle Logic, makes that bag. I got my little Rapala cheap little board. I got my Bass Pro scale. I got my hooks. What else do I got? I got chatter baits and things like that. I got oil on the bottom of this. I don't know what the heck that is. That's from my lures. I got some Zoom flutes in here. I got top water. I got frogs, more top water, and I got some jigs and worms there. So that's all going up with me this weekend. And then I got some more stuff. What else I got? I got sunline. I always take extra line. Got extra braid. I don't know. I'm taking these up too. These are the jelly worms. These are like 14-inch jelly worms. I'm taking them up because there's some big bass in the pond. Let me see who's up on the chat here. Jeremy, what's up, Jeremy? How are you, buddy? Where are we going? We're going up to Seven Springs. My wife has a thing up there all week this week. It's like a conference, and we get to go up and spend the weekend up there. So we're going to go up, and they have like 10 or 15 ponds up there. So she's got like a cottage. So I'm waiting for my daughter. Carly is at a birthday party tonight. She went out to eat dinner, and she's going to the mall with her friends for a little bit. Then she's coming home, and then we're going to leave. Yeah, so Fat Boy's doing the same. That's cool. Yeah, so we're going to go up there. Tonight, there's a map, and you have to get a permit up there to fish up at the lakes up there. So what I'm doing is going to go up there tonight. I told my wife to go grab the map. Hey, all that fluff and stuff. How are you, sir? Thank you for coming in. So we're going to get a map tonight. I'm going to go over the map. I mean, there's like 10 lakes. There's some up there that are fly fishing only. But the thing I like about it is they stock it, and it's catch and release only. And there are some massive trout in there. There's like 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 pounders in these ponds, along with some big bass too. So I don't know how the bass are going to be this weekend, but it should be good enough for trout. So we're going to take some trout rods along with our bass rods and go up and just try to have some fun and get away this weekend. So let me bring you back in here. And I'm going to pull out, let's see. I'm going to pull out one rod. I'm going to that's one. That's two. Pull out 2 rods. These are the 2 trout rods. They'll be my 2 trout rods right there. I got my daughter's rod, my rod, my son's rod. So we got 3 more rods that are going. So one is my daughter's, 2 are my daughter's. I'm taking 3 at least, 3 rods, maybe more. My son's rod will be right here. It's another rod for him. I just got to make sure that I have all the reels. Yeah, I have his reel in there. So I got the Sedona goes on there. That goes on there. My beast rod is, let's see, is my All-Star Select rod right here. So that's going. That'll use my beast rod in case I want to throw some frogs if there's any weeds up there. I'm going to do Geo. What's up, Geo? How are you? Outdoor Jack's in here. What's up, Outdoor Jack? I know I told you to come up. If you want to come up here today, Outdoor Jack, while I'm getting ready, you can. Just let me know if you want to come up, and I'll let you up. I promised you that I would let you come up on the live with me. I do have a special guest coming up real soon. One of my viewers, and he watches all of us. So, I'm going to do something really special for him coming up here. Hey, Joe, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm just getting my rods and stuff ready for the weekend. I'm in my little man closet here, getting all my stuff ready. So here's another thing that's my trout go-to. It's my little cheap Plano box, but it's full of power bait and gulp and all kinds of stuff. Pot skis, balls of fire. So we got all the trout bait right here. My wife picked up some stuff. So Working Class Fishing Podcast. Hey, what's up? Thank you for coming in. Time to get going. How are you, sir? Thank you for coming in. Just getting my stuff ready for our trip this weekend, so I'm pretty excited about it. But we're not leaving right away. I got to wait for my daughter to get home from birthday party. She went out to dinner. They went out to it's called Melting Pot. It's like some kind of fancy restaurant, so they went there. And then the father of the girl whose birthday it is, they're taking them out to the mall and letting them run around the mall for a while. And then, so whenever she gets back, then we're going. ET, travel freely. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate that. So I don't know what else to take. I'm probably going to take, I never can have too many rods, but I always end up taking too many rods. So I think I'm going to take my son's rod. I don't even know. Yeah, this is his rod. This is the Lures Carbon Fire. That's my son's. He likes red, so he has a Shimano Sienna with a Shimano Sedona reel red rod. And my son got the Carbon Fire. My daughter has the Proficiency rod, the light blue. You can see the light blue here. So I think we got a top water, we got a frog, and you know I got to take this rod. It's like my favorite rod is my St. Croix Legend Tournament rod. This one has a fluke on it right now. It has a red and black fluke on it. I'm going to take that with me too. But that's what I usually throw my wacky style rig with that. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Why not make it even number and take 10, right? So let's take 10. We'll take my daughter's wacky rod. She has a Mojo Bass. She has a Mojo Bass with the Sienna reel. You can see the wacky style. That's what she uses on that. So we are going to just move you guys back out here to the garage. It was raining before. So just Fishman Joe. Hey, what's up? Fisherman Joe, how are you? I got my biggest trout. I think it was a massive 3.5 pounds. That's awesome, buddy. I'm going to be having you up on my live pretty soon in the next few weeks here, buddy. But I'll get a hold of you and I'll let you know when you can come up whenever I do my other live, okay? So that's I'm going to do something special for you, buddy. That's awesome. Gio, I put that boat in the water today just to make sure it's good to go. Awesome, Gio. Yeah, I don't know if you want to bring that new boat out and lose to JV's tournament. I don't want you being all excited with your new boat out and then I beat you in the tournament. So no hard feelings though, just so you know. Live chance at Nice Fisherman Outdoors. That's pretty good trout for sure. Yep. I'll have to let me come up with you. Dr. Junior Shaylot. Hi. How you doing? JV, what's up, buddy? Thank you for coming in. But let me get all my rods out here. I'm going to put them out here. And I got tons of rods I got to take with me. So I'm going to just turn this down so you can at least see me in the picture. And then I'll come back to the chat in a second. I just got so many rods. But I don't know. I took bass and trout rods because I know the trout will be up there and hitting probably because it's going to be good weather for that. I don't know how the bass are going to be. So the bass might just shut off because it's cold. Thanks, JV. I appreciate that, bud. Thank you very much. So, but yeah, I'm going to be doing, I don't know. I like bass fishing. I like trout fishing. But with the kids, I am going to be going live from the ponds up there. So whenever, it depends on the signal. I mean, it is up in the mountains. So I don't know how good the signal is going to be. So I'm hoping everything works out. I'm probably not going to go live with my GoPro because if somebody wants to get up on StreamYard or something like that, I might have them come up and join me or something. I'm going to Seven Springs, Gio. I'm going up to Seven Springs this weekend, and we're going to fish the ponds up there. And I was reading they have some fly fishing only. They have artificial only. They have a couple different. There's a set of rules that you got to abide by, and there's a permit up there also. So I got to go up there. I told my wife to get all the information today while she's up there, and then I'm going to get the permit tomorrow, and then I'm going to go. Now, I just don't know if my kids need a permit too, so we'll see if they need a permit. If not, then I'm just going to get mine because we like to be legal. You know how that is. Hog deer. What's up, Cody? How are you, bud? Pontoon Jody, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Nice area. Haven't been there in years. Yeah, it's a nice area. We go up every year. My wife has a thing every year for her work up there, a convention, like all week. She's up there. So I wait till the weekend, and then we go up and we hang out and do some stuff for the weekend up there. So it's cool. I just hope the weather's good. Right now, it just poured down rain. Now it's sort of sunny out. I don't know if you could see. It's sort of sunny out, and I see the sun right in your eyes. It's kind of okay out right now. So, but I'm taking the RAV4 with me today. That little RAV4 is like my little Hummer. That thing I've had for 15 years. I got that given to me. It's a little 4-cylinder stick, and great on gas. So we're going to use that because my other truck is in the shop right now getting some sensor work done on the sensors and throttle body. So my wife has my truck up there, and I'm going to take that up this evening. Hey, Deer Slayer, how are you, bud? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, bud, it's possible for you to come up if you want to, bud. You want me to share the link? I'll share the link so somebody can come up and we can chat. Hold on one second. Let me do this real quick here. Hold on, guests. Invite guest. And we will put it in the chat. There is the link to come up if anybody wants to come up. But I'm going to be running, grabbing my rods and stuff. So give me a second to come back on here. Set on sign. What's up there, Slayer? So, thing is I'm used to having my truck. So I'm hoping I can get all these rods in there with the kids. And I got clothes. I got basketballs. I got all kinds of stuff. When we go away, we take all kinds of stuff. That's why my garage is such a mess. Believe me, though, it's a mess, but I know where everything is. My wife don't know how I do it, but I put things where I know they're at, and when I need them, I go and get them. Let's see who is on here. Okay. So Ryan Smith is on here.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Ryan Smith? How are you, buddy? How are you?
I'm good.
Cool.
Do you have any tips for me on how to trout fish?
Throw your line in the water and wait till something bites. No, I'm just kidding. I think what do you like to do? How do you like to fish?
So what I do is normally, I like to start out with, just power bait to see if the trout would bite that,
Mm-hmm.
I use a Carolina rig for lakes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fishing ponds today, and usually when I fish ponds for trout is basically I'm throwing power bait out there and just letting it sit with my kids and just hanging out and relaxing, basically.
Yeah.
Then I take my fly fishing vest up and I'll throw some spinners and some stuff because I can't just sit there.
Yeah.
Throwing things and stuff like that.
Right.
Shane Ramza live. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you guys for coming in. I just wanted to see what you guys were doing today.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. You're welcome anytime. I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate you being in here. But
yeah,
I don't know. Did you see all my power bait?
Yeah, I did.
I got a box full. I got like 30 jars of stuff, every color you could think of in there. I do that with my kids. It keeps them. They throw it out and they watch it. Now I do something a little different. Everybody doesn't use a bobber on their rods, but when my kids are there, hey Alvin, thank you for coming in. I put a little bobber on the rod so you can see the bobber going up and down so they know they're getting a hit. So it's easier for the kids to see. And that's how I fish. And also I put a bobber on and let it up. And when it hits the top, then I usually set the hook. A lot of people don't. They just like to, watch their rod tips. But the kids learning and stuff, it's a little bit harder. They miss a lot of fish that way. But if they're paying attention to the bobber, it's easier to see the bobber going up on your rod. So
yeah,
I throw a bunch of things for trout. Like I said, I fly fish for trout, but I'm not going to do it this weekend. I'm going to just probably throw some spinners, some spoons and stuff like that and use power bait. And then if the bass are hitting, then it's on. I'm going to throw my wacky style, frogs, top water, flukes and things like that up there. So I'm taking my bag for that. I'm taking 10 rods up. I got I think there's 43 rods in that closet. Then I'm taking 10 of them. I'd like to take all 43, but I can't. So I'm just gonna take 10 rods, some trout, some bass.
I only have like 3 mini jigging rods and then 2 bass rods. So
you use the trout worms at all? Those little trout worms?
What I do is I take a little ball head, and what I do is I rig up a ball head on them, and I throw them out there kind of like a mini jig, and I just jig it back to me real slow.
Because I know a lot of people use them trout magnets and stuff. They're too small for me. I can't use them.
I don't use those at all. They are just a waste of money.
Yeah, I don't use the trout magnets. I think
they're like this small to where you can't even hook the fish. The fish will just come off.
Yeah, and then with power bait, a lot of people say they use salmon egg hooks and stuff like that. If I'm keeping the trout, I'll use a treble hook to keep so I can snap, make sure I get them. But I'll probably, for my kids, I use a really small, number 10 treble hook with power bait for them. Sometimes I have the spring on the treble hook to hold the bait on, and that's for the kids so they make sure that they catch them. If they keep missing them, they get bored real quick. So I try to get them so they catch them. But that's why I have the bobber on there so the trout don't swallow it. You can see the fish taking it, you can hook them early so it's in their mouth and they don't swallow it.
Right. Yeah.
Swallow it. It's such a small hook. I just cut it off as low as I can to the hook and let them go. And then a week later, that hook's gone, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I wouldn't use treble hooks at all because you could gut hook the fish a lot.
Yes. Then they're done.
Yeah. I would just use size 10 single bait holder hooks or size 12. That's the lowest I would go.
Yeah. I got bait hooks and things like that, and salmon egg hooks and things like that for them. So up here, we got to be careful because it's catch and release only.
Right.
So I don't want to hurt the fish. So we're probably just going to use the salmon egg hooks this weekend. That's what we're going to probably do. So
yeah, I'm going crappie fishing tomorrow and bass fishing tomorrow also.
Cool, man. That's cool. Make sure you post some pictures or something. Do you have a community tab yet or no?
No, I do not. I don't know how to turn that on yet.
Okay, when you get to 500 subscribers, you'll get the thing. So anybody in here, guys, if you would like to go hooks at Ryan Smith Fishing, let's get him to 500. So you get a community tab. That's what I want everybody to have in my lives, is everybody get a community tab and share everybody out. That's what I try to do on my community tab, is use it to post, updates and stuff like that, but then also share all my supporters and stuff out also. So
have you seen any of my...
Yes, I watch them. Okay. I comment on them. You should see my comments. Some of them I think you don't have comments on. I don't know if that's because you're a minor or something or what.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
When you signed up for YouTube, did you give them your age?
Yeah.
Okay, because sometimes YouTube will do that. In certain videos, you give them an age and you're a minor, they can pick and choose what you can comment on and what you can't comment on. So if you did that, then you're probably stuck with YouTube until you become 18 or whatever. Thomas, have them come to my live streams also. A lot of channel support. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of channel support and time to get going. So you guys should go check them out. Working Class Podcast, absolutely. They're a great channel. Let's see what I'm just trying to catch up on a chat here. I use Trout Magnets on a 6 Laugh Channel. Thomas Bryant, time to get going. Panther Martins, they like Panther Martins. Tasmanian Devils are good too. Yeah, see, we used to have the Daredevils, they called them. I don't know if that's still the test. So let me show you some of my stuff. I'm going to grab.
Okay, show me some of your stuff. How you guys doing today?
So this is my fly outfit. I use all here because I like Sims. So I got the fly fishing vest, my little net here. I got my gloves. I got my little back brace because I'm getting older, so I wear a back brace. But some of this stuff. Let me see if I could hook this up here and show you some. See, I have trout floats for like fly fishing. I have jig heads with under. I use see these real small jig heads right there with like marabou on them. I use the Roadrunner under spins a lot with like a grub or something for trout. So I use those.
I want to show you guys my jig heads that I use for trout and crappie.
Okay. And then let's see what's in here. Daiichi hooks. I got the salmon egg Daiichis, the size 10s. So I use them a lot with the trout, but I haven't, like I said, I haven't trout fished in a long time.
Yeah.
Here's some of my baits that I have in the box here. I don't know. Let me try to move this in here so you can see a little better. Okay, so these are some of my spinners and stuff. So in here, I have all kinds of rooster tails and blue fox spinners. I have different sizes, rainbow trout spinners, rooster tails, and things like that. I use a lot of those. Then on the other side, I have some Vibrexes, and they're all like these rooster tails, sort of with the fish head on them. I use a ton of those. Spinners are always good anywhere, really.
Fishman Joe Outdoors, he says I use worms for trout, and that's pretty good because sometimes the trout won't power bait or salmon eggs. Sometimes they'll just hit worms.
Yeah, I told my wife to grab a bunch of night crawlers for me, and we got maggots, night crawlers, millworms, and butterworms. Now these are kind of a little cool little thing here. You see these little spoon looking things? They're like a bent copper blade with the minnow on them.
Dude, yes.
Let's see. Here's another one that I use here. This is I call them the Phoebe Lures. They're like a hooked, and they're called Phoebe.
That's yeah.
And they work awesome also.
They're kind of like a Castmaster, but they're kind of bent more.
Exactly like a Castmaster. I have some Castmasters in there somewhere, but there's all my Phoebes in one little thing. All the hooks always get together. And then there's a what the heck is this one called? I can't even see what this one is, but there's a couple that are like homemade from people that I went to sports. And then also Joe's flies. I use the Joe's flies too. And if I can't catch something on that, then I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? So
hi,
that's
Tim
all.
Alley.
What's that?
Tim said hi.
Oh, Tim. What's up, Tim? I work with. So thanks for coming in. Mark J's in here. Thanks, Mark J, for coming in. Cricket lure,
Fisherman Joe Outdoors. Fisherman Joe Outdoors said sometimes it's good to have a cricket lure for trout.
Yeah, I never use crickets or nothing. They never did anything to me, but I understand you can't catch some bass and trout on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Castmaster Silver Blue's his favorite. If you can make me a mod. Okay, I can make you a mod, David Smith. I have to come out of StreamYard to do that, though, so I'll do that. Gotta love Thailand's in here. Good. It's evening here, but good morning to you, sir. Thank you for coming in. Castmaster, needlefish, spoons work good. Yeah, I throw everything. Like I said, for trout fishing, unless I'm in the stream. I haven't. We used to do West Virginia. Yeah, we would fish the branch of the Upper Potomac, and we would go for days. We would just walk and we would just fish. Yeah, for a day going this way and a day coming back, and that's what we used to do all the time. So.
Yeah, I heard that the Potomac River is doing good right now, but if you get up there like super late, then it's not worth it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even know what I have in my jacket anymore. That's how long it's been since I took my fly jacket off. I have like
little. You guys want to see my heads?
These are my little treble hooks for the power baits. Whenever we go down to like West Virginia, and we're keeping them, but that's how small they are. We use them.
They're really small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take this up.
So I'm gonna show you guys my jig heads.
Yeah, man. But I'm not gonna take my back belt because I'm not walking through any streams. But yeah, all my stuff. Sim stuff. I like the sim stuff.
So this is a 132 ounce tube head with a sickle hook in it.
Yeah, I can't even see the tied line in there anymore. I'm getting too old for that. You young kids can do that. I can't see anymore. That small. I can't see.
You want to see something else that's cool? This is a 148 ounce minnow head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I heard that you can put a gulp minnow on something like that and use a gulp minnow too.
I wouldn't put a gulp minnow on this just because it's more of like it's got a keeper on the bottom and not on the top.
Okay.
If you're gonna use a gulp minnow, I would use a ball head 132. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, when we go fishing down here, some people use gulp minnows without any weight on them at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Fish Page, thanks for coming in, bud. Appreciate that.
And this is my go-to right here, 132 ounce tube head.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The 116 is just a little bit too heavy for me. There's just a certain feel that you have to feel for.
Yeah. My uncle's in here, Gary. Gary said, you better wear a back brace, you old bugger. What about a walking stick? The Joe's fly, he's correct on, but I'm not using a walking stick. But I do have a back brace here, but I'm not wearing it today because I got the kids will keep me up and running, so I'm not going to wear a back brace today.
Fat Boy Angler said, have you guys ever used show peg corn?
Never heard of it. Show peg corn, is that some? I know we're not allowed to use corn in PA. They won't let us use corn because the fish don't digest it, I guess. It kills the fish or something. So we're not allowed to use corn at all in PA.
Did you guys want to see the tube heads I have up with the trout worm on it?
I'm just trying to get all my stuff together here, bud. And I'm definitely taking my Sims jacket with me too. Because it's gonna, if it rains, I want to be dry, and that's keep you dry, definitely.
So how many lakes are there at wherever you're gonna be at?
I think 10 or 12.
Okay.
So, and there's some that are really small. Some of them are really big. Okay, so that's the trout magnet.
That's a trout worm.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that I made.
Okay.
It's got all it is just glitter in it. That's it.
Yeah. Did you pour that yourself?
I poured that myself and I shot it myself too.
Cool.
And I've got another classic color too. White with gold.
Yeah.
And I rig them up on tube heads now. I started to learn how to do that.
Yeah. See, when I used to fish too for trout, I used to go with my uncle. We used to go to North Park, and we would fish the same spot every time. And we would an egg bobber, a wooden egg bobber, and about 1 foot down to 2 foot down, you would put a minnow, a shiner or a minnow.
Yeah.
You just throw it out there, and you just watch that thing, man. That would go down, and you set the hook, and you catch a.
Oh, yeah.
Killed trout all my, growing up, that's what I loved to do. I used to sleep over my uncle's house. We'd get up, we'd go fishing, come back, and I used to love that. After school, I'd get a phone call from my mom, or my mom would call me in the house, and she'd be like, "Hey, Uncle Gary wants to take you fishing." And it'd be exciting. I'd go down my grandpaps and hang out, and then get up in the morning, get 5 in the morning, and drive out there, and we'd go fishing. That was the best. That was awesome.
Thomas the fishaholic said he has caught some nice bass on gulp minnows.
For sure. I see my corn twice. I get it. Time to get going. I get it, buddy.
Hey, when you use braid, all it is rope.
I use braid for bass. You have to for bass and muskie. I bass fish. I catch some big bass, and you got to turn them fish out of that grass because I fish with frogs. And once those fish grab that frog, they want to turn down in that grass, and you're pulling the weight of the fish and 20-30 pounds of grass in with you, so you need some braid on it. I don't care what anybody says about that. If you're frog fishing without braid, I'm gonna guarantee you're probably missing out on a lot more fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me go put this back. I'll be right back out.
Okay, take your time off the hook. And then I gotta show you guys some jigs that I don't even pour. They have a website that you guys can go look up. Time to get going for sure. I need my corn twice.
But I'm not taking my waders or nothing up with me. I'm just taking my jackets and things like that.
So this is the brand I used for to catch my 8-pound rainbow trout on.
Okay.
Ultralight heavyweight jigs. Make sure you guys go check out their website. They have new colors about every 2 weeks.
Cool.
And
like I said, that stuff, like me fishing small, it's like I don't do it much anymore. I used to do that, but I really don't. I don't know if I'm losing the patience with it. I know you need patience to do that, and I like run and gun when I'm fishing. You know what I mean? Like fishing all kind. Like for bass, I'm a bass fisherman, so the transition from bass to trout, like going out and throwing your rod in the water and letting it set and watch until you get a hit, I can do that all day. It's relaxing to me. That's fine. But I got to be throwing lures like musky lures, and I got to be throwing bass lures. I got to be moving when I'm fishing. I can't just be moving a jig, an inch or two. I can't do it. It just drives me nuts. I use 50-pound braid frogging with the grass and lilies, but 15-pound cast beads in rod.
Have you ever,
Theo, 50 pounds are good. I use 65.
You guys ever heard of Bobby Garland's?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be trying these tomorrow at my local lake that I'm going to.
Okay.
For the crappie. So they have a whole bunch of colors. This one's clear. I don't know if you guys can see it or not.
Yeah, I can see it. It's like a clear plastic.
Yeah.
All right, Harry, thanks for coming in, bud. I appreciate it. Thank you. Take care. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that.
So what pound test are you using for trout?
What's that?
What pound test are you using for trout?
4, 6. Sometimes with my kids, I put 8 on, but I use the, what I use is Sunline Assassin.
Okay.
It's a fluorocarbon. Now, I like Sunline. I'm actually trying really hard to get like some kind of deal with them because I really like Sunline.
Yeah.
Their braid is, I always use Power Pro braid. And, but I was looking at the Beyond braid. I actually have a spool of Beyond braid that I'm going to put on this year just to see how it is. But I heard good things and bad things, but Power Pro I've used for years. But this is good stuff, and they have line for every. They even have crankbait line, cranking line and all that. So I really like Sunline. So I'm really trying to get with them and get a deal going with Sunline.
Yeah. Bye, fat boy anglers. Have a good day.
Would you fish for trout with these?
No, heck no. Those are way too big, and on top of that, you would probably have to use you'd probably have to cut those down a lot and wacky rig it.
Yeah, these are 14. These are 14-inch jelly worms from Mans. I use these for bass.
Hey, you know what those are good for? You can catch a 14-inch bluegill on that all day.
Yeah. Now, up there too, I heard that there's stripers in 1 or 2 ponds up there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I won't use these. I'm just kidding. I use these for bass.
Yeah.
But up there's striper up there too. So I'm kind of anxious to see if we can catch a striper. That's why I want to go live up there. So I'm hoping that my signal's good, sort of like this, so I can go live. And but it's in the mountains up there, so I don't know how good the signal is. My wife does have a hotspot.
Yeah.
Her phone on her other phone, so I might use the hotspot to try to go live if I'm having difficulties.
So I was thinking about a color that you should make for me.
What's that?
So I would say like all orange with black and gold flake in it.
I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeremy Albrighton saying Power Pro all the way.
Nah, Berkeley vanished for me.
Yeah, I used to use Vanish. I used to use it. I like Sunline better. I like the Sunline because it's more supple, I think. Like it's the knots are, I can tie better knots with them.
Yeah.
But I never really had a problem with the Berkeley Vanish, but if you're not changing your knot line regularly with them, it gets brittle really quick. So I would say twice a year, if you're fishing a lot, you need to change your line on that. I go through so much line on my rod because I have, I need 10,000 yards of line just for all my rods. And every year I'm trying to change them. Now the braid, I don't change as much. What I'll do with the braid is I'll take it and I'll go to a football field or somewhere real big and I'll get a swivel and I'll put that on my end of my braid and I'll hook it to a fence and I'll walk down the other end and I will let it all run out. Then I'll tie another swivel on and put it on the fence. Then I'll walk back and I'll put it on backwards so I get use out of the other side of it also. And then the next year after that, so every 3 years I change my braid.
I don't go fishing that much. Only during trout season, I go like, I don't know, once a week.
Where are you from?
I'm from California.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's trout. I mean, it's pretty regular for trout out in California. I would think that'd be a great bass area.
It's a good bass area if you want to go to Lake Isabella. Lake Isabella's up there. We got a couple other lakes that are good for bass, like Lake Ming and River Lakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you guys are from that area.
I just go. Yeah. Jeremy goes reel to reel. Yeah, and that makes sense doing reel to reel. I have this thing here. Let me grab it for you guys. I have. Everybody is coming out with these, but I got this years ago, and it's a line. It's a fishing rod line. You put your line on with this. And who makes this one? This is American Spirit makes this. And you put your reel on here. You can use a spinning reel or a bait casting reel. And this right here allows you to put your spool on here. Yeah. And as you're reeling it, this spins so you don't get twist in your line when you're putting it on. And you can tighten it up, loosen it. When I put braid on, it's usually just tight. And then it's on the bait caster and I hold it upside down. You hold it like this.
Right.
And your bait caster rolls right on. But when you're using your spinning reel, you want to loosen that up so that spins while you're reeling, and it puts it on your rod, on your spool without twisting the line. Mm-hmm. So that's a nice little thing to have.
They have a thing on Amazon where you can get just a mount, and it has like a couple like springs that hold the line together and all that stuff.
Yeah, and they're fine too. I just like this thing because it's pretty convenient. I could take it out on a boat with me. It's small,
right?
And I just put my reel on. Sometimes I fish tournaments and I need line or something on, or there's a nick in my line, like if I'm seeing a knot or something, then I just change line, I take it off and I put it on.
Do you ever do line connections to any of your reels?
You mean line like a knot around the spool, or you mean like what I do is I'm still old school. I use like 20-pound mono on my spools, and I put like 3 or 4 wraps around it, and then I tie my braid, and I use a nail knot to the braid, and then I pull that tight and I connect it so that I don't get no slippage around my reel. A lot of people will tie their braid through the holes in the reel or something and tie it on. You can do that also, but I just like the line around it, and then or the mono around it because it grips their spool better, and then I put braid on. But a lot of people say you don't need to with the new reels today, but that's just your choice. My choice is that's the way I've done it, and I've never had a problem with it, so I do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
With my trout reels, what I do is I put 2-pound backing on it, and then I put like 3 wraps of 4-pound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you can do that. Like whatever, like I said, whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong. Some people will argue with you over everything you do. So I just say, hey, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Right.
And it ain't wrong. If it's working for you, it must not be wrong. You know what I mean? So that's the way I am. You do what you want. I'm not going to tell you wrong or anything like that. Whatever works for you works for you.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how
I feel.
I don't know how I feel about the braid to mono or the braid to floor myself. I tried it. I don't like it. I figure it's another weak link in a line.
Yeah.
I'll go straight fluoro when I'm using wacky style. Or if I need fluorocarbon, I'm going to throw straight fluorocarbon. If I need braid, I'm going to throw straight braid. I'm not tying fluoro to braid because that's a weak spot in the braid. Now, I get it. They use it because braid's more sensitive and you could feel your bites and everything. But if you're using straight braid, you're usually fishing nasty stuff or something like that. Or I fish braid with top water. If it's muddy water, I'll throw 20-pound braid on top water, and I don't have no problem with it.
Right.
Now, if fish are more sensitive, and I'm doing wacky style or some kind of a Ned rigging or drop shotting, I'll go straight fluorocarbon. I don't need to have braid to fluoro. I think that's just a weak spot in the line, and I don't like it. I go straight fluoro or straight braid. That's how I am.
That's a good setup right there.
Yeah. So I'll put this back. I'll be right back.
Okay. Set on sign said going crappie fishing with the wife on Sunday. Hope you get something off the sign.
There you go, Ryan Smith. I could have you come into my lives more, and you can run my lives for me when I'm gone.
Okay. I wish.
Let me catch up on the chat. Yeah, got some whip finish questions for you, Jeremy. There you go. Yeah, we're doing a live. I'm doing a live on my channel, and I'm actually honored to have all the people up on her. Jeremy Albrighton's going to be on my channel. Rocco from the Live channel and Jeff Davis from Eternal Anglers is going to be on my channel on April 16th at 8 o'clock. So if you guys are in here, if you guys could come to that, that would be awesome. We're all going to be doing our craft. I'm going to be making soft plastics. Jeremy Albrighton will be tying jigs, I believe. Laugh's going to be tying some flies, and then Jeff is going to be painting some crankbaits and some things like that. So it's going to be a cool night. And then we're all going to pitch in one big giveaway. You're going to get something from each of us. One lucky winner that night will get a prize from each one of our channels. So that's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to that. And if that goes well for us, we are going to go and make a series out of it. And we're going to go from channel to channel. We'll try, Laugh's channel. We're going to try Jeremy's channel. We're going to try Jeff's channel. In no particular order, we're just going to do that if it catches on. And we're going to continue to do that. And then hopefully we may get some more people up there. So I think we could have up to 8 people if you have regular StreamYard. But I'll buy StreamYard if we need more. You know what I mean? I'll buy the extra thing so we could have 10 people up there at once doing their craft. I think that's an awesome live. I think people get to meet each other. You could sell your products there. You can talk about it. You can learn a lot of stuff. So that's going to be a really good live. And I'm hoping that takes off for us and works for everybody,
And then you could have me on there too,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You could be commentating it while we're doing everything,
Sure.
And we may do something like that too in the future. We might have somebody up there because they do that in the catfish community.
Yeah, because I want to help.
They'll do a tournament, and then they have one guy who's actually calling the tournament out. So we might do something like it. Depends how good it is.
Yeah,
but it's going to be fun. 6 on free StreamYard, and then when you buy it, I think there's 8 or 10.
8 or 10, yeah.
I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. I got to buy StreamYard anyway because I'm going to be going live a lot on my boat this year.
Yeah.
And the 20-hour standard 20 hours ain't going to cut it. That 20 hours will be gone in 2 days for me if I'm streaming from my boat because I'm going to try to do morning bites, afternoon, and evenings when I'm fishing, because I'm usually I'll come in to eat and stuff like that and take breaks. But when I do my lives coming up, it's going to be the AM live, the afternoon live, and an evening live. So if anybody wants to get on it, they can say, okay, I'm going to go fishing with Ted in the morning, or I'm going to go fishing with Ted in the afternoon, or I'm going to go fishing with Ted in the evening. So you have a choice. I'm going to try to do 3 streams in one day when I'm out there fishing, when I can.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be a good time for sure, Rocco. So I'm really glad you guys are doing that, and I appreciate you guys doing that. And I do appreciate them throwing up some prizes for the people that are on the stream. So that's really cool with those guys.
The last channel said gummy worm flies may go when fly fishing. My go-to.
Who is that?
That was the last channel said gummy worm flies my go-to when fly fishing.
Okay. Now Jay Fox Hunter's in here. Hey Jay Fox. Your baits are coming soon, buddy, that you want. Jeremy said I'm not faking it till I make it. No problem. I follow a disclaimer for sure. No disclaimers, man. We're just going. It doesn't matter. We're just going up to have a good time and just do what we love to do, so everybody can see what we like to do. Maybe get some sales out of the deal, but that ain't what the main concern is. It's just about hanging out and teaching people, showing people what we do. And if anybody has any questions, that would be a great time to do it. You know.
J Fox Hunter said, "Hey, Hook Ryan."
Who said that?
J Fox Hunter said,
Yeah, Jay Fox today. Yeah,
yeah.
he was saying hi. Gio, gotta run, Ted. Have a great time up there. Thanks, Gio. I appreciate you coming in, buddy. And remember, I'm gonna be winning the belt. I'll be wearing the tag team title belt or whatever, the World Championship WWE Bass title from JV. I'm gonna be wearing that title this year.
Maybe I should wear it.
Yeah, but he's doing a bass tournament. There's only 8 of us in it, and you have to be on a wheel. But Gio and I got in it early. So he let me and him in it, and they're spinning the wheel for the other 6. I think there's only 8 involved, but if there's more than that, he has to do a spin wheel.
What lake is it on?
I'm looking forward to that.
What lake is it on? Just to know.
What's that?
Is it on a lake or a pond?
It's on wherever you want to fish, because where everybody's going to be from different states.
Yeah.
I think he said you can go anywhere, ponds or anything. So I've usually been in tournaments where all private ponds are out. It just is private. It has to be public.
Okay.
Gio said I can come
pond hopping.
Gio said I can come up anytime and visit the belt. Nah, man, that's for sure. I'll be having the belt. You ain't getting it, Gio. Sorry, buddy. But yeah, so I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing my thing, man. I'm just getting my son's upstairs playing his wrestling game. He don't even care. He's up there. I'm waiting for my daughter. I figured I'd do the live and just show you how crazy it can be around here. We're getting stuff together. I think I gotta get tackle boxes together for them. They have their 2 here. I got my boxes that I'm taking for bass. That's my trout go-to right there. I'm just going to use that and the pyre bait. And I think that's all we need for that stuff. We got the rods and reels. Yeah. And then I got close up and a few basketballs for the kids. And I think I'm good to go. So
I'm just going to take 2 rods tomorrow, just a crappie rod and bass rod. That's about it. I mean, I don't need to bring a lot of tackle.
Come on. Jeremy said, come on, y'all. It's going to be a long trip for y'all to see the belt. I get it. Hey, Jeremy, I think that'd be awesome if you get in it, because I want everybody, that I know to be in that thing. So that'll be awesome. Okay, Ted and Chuck. All right, time to get going. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for having me up on. I was one of his first interviews on his lives, so he was nice enough to have me on an interview. So go check out Time to Get Going. Give him a hook set and support those guys over there. They have a lot of people, and they do a lot of stuff with like Thailand and things like that and traveling. So if you see different parts of the world and just great scenery and stuff, go to Time to Get Going channel and hook up with him and his community, because they have some great channels over there. So thank you. Get going.
Off the hook, I got a question for you.
Sure, bud.
What is your favorite video that I have posted so far? Like honestly, like
your trout.
Which one? The mini jigging one or the other one?
I I don't like mini jigging. I don't want to say I don't like your video. I just don't do them, and it doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be honest with you. I watch it, but I
Yeah.
don't like mini jig stuff. And I know you do, and I don't want to hurt your feelings by saying that. I like your other stuff better. And then didn't you catch a huge carp too?
No, I did not catch a carp.
I could have swore you caught a huge. That might have been another channel, but I could have swore you caught a huge carp.
Uh-uh.
I like the trout fishing. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
I don't fish with mini jigs, so I know nothing about it. I should probably watch more of them just to learn how to do it, because if my kids want to get into it, I have a fresh a start in showing them how to do it, which I probably should do that. But I'm into, like I said, and I'm just trying to be honest. I'm not into the mini jig fishing at all, but I do watch them to see what kind of fish you catch. But they're not my favorite videos. My videos are when you're out there throwing stuff and catching some big fish with the big lures and things like that. That's just me. That's just the way I'd like to watch stuff like that.
I mean, if you have any questions on it, just let me know. I mean, I'll give you tips and tricks for sure.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, I don't do it, so I would accept all tips and how-tos on that. No doubt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was supposed to make a video today, but I got so busy, I just decided not to. So
yeah, I was going to do that this weekend. I was going to make a video. Now that depends. If my live streaming doesn't go well and I don't have signal and stuff, I'm going to make a video. But if live streaming goes well, then I'm probably going to do the live stream. But I may make a video while I'm doing my live stream with my GoPros, because I have 2 GoPros. I might strap one to my daughter, and I might put one on, and we might just do our thing while we're doing a live, and then I might make a video out of it. So we'll see what happens.
I'm not even using a GoPro. I'm using a phone.
Yeah, I have a phone. That's what this is on right now, my phone, my iPhone. I like the iPhone to video and everything. I can do so much on my iPhone. It's unreal. Now, they're coming out with an iPhone 14.
Oh, my gosh.
So I was going to get the 13, but it doesn't make sense for me to get the 13 if the 14's coming out. So I'm just waiting until the 14 comes out, and I'll probably do that. That way I'm like a year ahead of, sort of, because once you buy that new one, you're always a year before. Like I got an iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. I love it, but I think for video and creating, there's a lot more options on the 13 and 14, and I can't wait to see the 14. So I'm going to probably start to get a 14.
I have the iPhone 12, so.
Yeah, and that's what I have, the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now, what I really want to get is a MacBook Pro. My next thing that I want to buy. That way, all my GoPros, because the GoPros are compatible with your iPhone.
Yeah.
With the quick link and all that stuff. So I like that whole aspect of everything like that. Having everything compatible. All my plugs are compatible. I don't have to worry about this and that and the other. So I got the SD card hookup. I got the camera to phone hookup, which cuts your download time less than half when you're taking GoPro. If I just took the card out and put it in my SD card reader, it takes a lot longer than me hooking up the GoPro right to my phone, and boom, you're not wireless anymore. You're wired, and it just cuts that time in half.
Yeah.
Or more, you know. Hey, Evie, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. How are you doing tonight? I'm just doing a pop-up live here with everybody, just kicking off the weekend. I'm just getting all my stuff ready for our little fishing, family fishing and getaway weekend here. So
where you're fishing at, is there going to be just ponds or just lakes?
There's some ponds there, like some small ponds, and there's some lakes. They have a lake up there. It's called Lake Tahoe. They just call it Lake Tahoe, but it's like their biggest lake up there. And I know they do like paddle boats and stuff on there. So I don't go to those kind of places to fish, because the recreational areas I stay away from.
Do you know where they put the trout in at the? Do they put the trout in at the ponds or the lakes over there?
They do them everywhere.
Oh, they put them in all of them. Okay.
All of them, and it's a catch and release only. So they have like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10-pound trout there.
Wow.
So that's why I'm hoping that one of us catches like I'd love to catch like an 8-pound trout.
Oh, if you come down to where I am, we have 12 plus rainbow trout where we are.
Yeah, and now I've done steelhead fishing. I've caught 12 and 13-pound steelhead, which is a big rainbow to me. But and Evie is waiting for the snow to start. Yeah, it's not snowing here. It just rained. It's a little chilly. It's like 43 right now. I know the mountains is going to be probably 35.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, bass fishing in the morning is probably not going to be the way to go. It's probably going to be trout. So
yeah.
Do my live, and it's going to be based on the trout. So, but I'll fish for a little bit to see how it's going at one pond, If it's not going real well, I won't start a live there. I'll make sure I try to start the live when we're catching fish or when we're somewhere where we know we're going to catch fish at. So just so it's interesting for everybody that's in the live. I don't want them standing around and just watching me with a rod in my hand either, you know.
It is hot down here.
Yes, we do. It's hot down your way. It's
Yeah.
cold. Thomas the Fishaholic asks, yes, we do need a trout stamp in PA. And you also need a Lake Erie stamp also if you're fishing for steelhead or fishing on Lake Erie. So we need an Erie stamp and a trout stamp. The trout stamp for all the trout in PA. And then the Erie stamp is a Great Lake stamp where you have to get if you want to fish Erie also.
No trout stamp down here. All you need is just a regular fishing license, and that's it.
Yeah, my total, my fishing license was $32. And
that's I don't want to hear what mine was.
Yeah, what is it?
It's okay. So it's $54 for the regular license.
And that's for a resident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if you want to get the 2-pole stamp, it's another $15.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now, I fished West Virginia a lot. I fished New York, West Virginia, Ohio, and PA. So West Virginia, it's $180 for, and that's only for a pass. That's only for like a 3-day pass.
Wow.
So it's $180 for that. Then you have to buy trout stuff. So you're looking at around $200 and some to go trout fishing down out of state, like for me down there. Ohio's a little less than that, but they raised their hunting license this year. It's like $250 for Ohio now.
Oh, our hunting license is like $70 or $80.
Okay. JV still looking on. Good. The trout stamp is like $15.
Wow. You guys are lucky.
Regular stamp is $22 without a stamp. Okay, so the regular trout is $22 without a stamp. And then so it's $37 for his all around, which ain't, I mean, if you're fishing all year and you're going after them, that's nothing. And that helps with the trout and the stockings and stuff. So I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Great spot for fishing. No one comes here. Hey, Evie, where are you located at?
I don't know what I should use for bass tomorrow. If the water's going to be clear, then I'll bring natural stuff. But if the water's dirty, then I'll just throw bright colors.
Yeah, I like the chartreuses and blacks. Like the browns and chartreuse, the black and blue flake.
Yeah.
Stained water, green pumpkin. But for clear water, I like the watermelon red flake. I like the lighter colors, stuff like that.
Yeah.
West Holland, Ohio. Okay. So she's from Ohio. Okay.
But I'll bring it back to
Ohio, Evie. I hunt down there by Piedmont Lake. That's where Belmont County, Ohio, is where I hunt, where my lease is down there. The creek you fish is Pink Creek. Okay.
The Laugh channel said 50 for the license and 10 for the extra rod.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're only allowed, I believe, 2 rods a piece up here. You're not allowed to have more than 2 rods.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Some states, I see these people catching catfish. They got like 10 rods out and they're catching catfish. Oregon's general license, this is from Working Class Fishing. Oregon's general license is 50. A salmon, steelhead, sturgeon, halibut tag is an additional 30.
Wow.
A shellfish permit is 10. If you have a watercraft, you have another $30. So that's some, yeah. Are the trout that much better than Colorado trout? I've seen ones here, but Idaho and Oregon are the bees.
Now, in your area, do you guys just get rainbow trout, or do you guys get lightning trout also?
We have rainbows. We have browns. We have some trophy brown trout waters around here. Okay. We have brookies, rainbows, browns, tiger trout. We don't. I don't think we have any of those cut bows or anything like that, or at least I haven't seen one. But I've heard people talk about the cut bows.
The tiger trout are called the Tigre Uno trout.
Okay, yeah, the tiger trout look pretty cool. We've caught. They're nice looking fish.
They got some big teeth though.
Yeah, and then we have the the native trout, cutthroat stuff. But they're like 8 inches long. I don't even mess with them. They look like bait to me. I don't even fish. Some people fly fish for them and they love it. I just don't have the. I just don't like to do it.
Yeah.
Much.
Do you striper fishing?
I haven't. I went for, I'm going to say wipers up at Lake Arthur. They have that every May. They have a run with striper up there, but they're the hybrids. they catch a lot of them up there, and there's striper in Raystown Lake, but I have not fished for them up there.
I've caught striped bass on crappie jigs before.
I'm sure.
17 inches to 18 inches plus.
It says, I guarantee there's no cutthroat like a sea run. Put something in the ocean with every aquatic apex predator and get one big mean fish. Same with the, yeah. Browns are fun. Yeah, browns are like predator fish. They're pretty mean. You should see some of the baits they use for these brown trouts. They're using 6-7 inch flies for these brown trout, and they're catching them. I think they try to imitate skull pin because the brown trout eat the skull pin.
Make sure you guys book a ocean trip this year. The yellowfin tuna are out right now.
All right, yeah, we do ocean fishing down in Ocean City, Maryland. We go out of Maryland there, and we do a lot of flounder fishing. But I wanted to do the mahi last year, but the water was too cold inland, and they were like 6-7 miles out. And I didn't take my kids out 6-7 miles on the ocean. I've done shark fishing out on the ocean with my kids. They've each caught sharks.
Yeah,
sharks, but they have a program down there where you can book a charter to go out when they tag sharks. You actually catch these sharks, and I'd really like to do that so the kids could learn about them and that. I think that'd be really fun. But I want to do the mahi hopefully this year. But I'm going to be getting together with Trey from Gripping and Ripping Fishing. He's from Delaware. Him and Orange 22, Dave from Orange 22. They do a lot of snakehead fishing, and I went on. They said they have a kayak for me. I could borrow one of their kayaks when I go down there, so I don't have to take one. And we're gonna probably do some snakehead fishing while we're down there this year.
Snakeheads. The only thing that snakeheads like that are lures is frogs. That's it.
Yeah, I've seen them catch. They catch them on frogs, and I think they catch them on some kind of jerk baits or something like that. Chatter baits and things like that. They do. So. But yeah, I'm glad everybody's in here just hanging out here. But I'm going to probably end it in a little bit anyway because I've got to get my stuff ready.
Yeah. I got to get my stuff ready too. So, I mean, we're kind of in the same boat, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna actually share the stream again if anybody else wants to come up.
Yeah. I'll stay on here if you guys want to come up with us, you know?
And we'll post that in here. And we will, if anybody wants to come up, they're more than welcome to come up for a little bit. And then I'm going to probably end it in a few minutes or so. But I appreciate all you guys being in here and hanging out. I was struggling for a thumbnail, so I just took a picture of all my rods and my thumbnail and put up that because it was like I'm getting them all ready. So why not put that up? So yeah. So see if anybody. I'll be right back. I gotta go find my drink.
Take your time.
I don't know where the heck I put it. Theo, you okay?
Yeah. Phone's dying, brother. Lamo, head out, brother. Sorry. Okay, Laugh Channel. See you next time. Laugh Channel said browns are fun. Yeah, brown trout are fun. We don't have any where I am. We mostly have just rainbow trout and brown trout where we are. Laugh Channel. Lightning trout and rainbow trout are the main two trout we have. We do have some natives, but you have to go to like one place to go get them.
Good trout net with me.
How big are the flounder down in Maryland? That was Thomas the Fishaholic. He wants to know how big are the flounder in Maryland?
Like 2 years ago. But they get pretty big down there.
Do you know how big? Like, do you know what the weight is on it?
Mine was like, I think 4 or 5 pounds. It wasn't, I mean, they're thin fish, but you catch some monsters down there that are up around 8 pounds. Stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a professional flounder fisherman by any means.
Me either.
A lot with the Ocean City Guide Service and go do it. I mean, I can rent a boat and go catch them. I just don't know, where to catch them. I know sandbars and ditches and stuff like that. So somebody else wants to come up here. So
okay. They can come up with us. Who is it?
Evie.
Okay, bring them on.
And let's see if she's up here. Is she up here? Okay. Hello.
Hi, Evie.
Hey.
How are you?
Pretty good. Waiting for this weather to change its mind.
Yeah. it's chilly here, but it's okay. It's bearable here. So
I don't know
Yeah,
if you
it's
heard.
kind of chilly too.
yeah. So but yeah, we're hopefully we have some fun. Phone's dying, brother. I'm gonna head out. Thanks, Rocco, for coming in, man. I'll see you on the live, or I'm probably gonna do a live this weekend. So hopefully I see you in there. I'll be right back.
My game plan is gonna be just if the crappie are up shallow tomorrow, I'm just gonna fish in 3 or 4 water.
Yeah.
I don't know if you just heard me off the hook, but
So where are you at, Ryan?
I'm down here in Cali. It's pretty hot down here.
California, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, working class fishing. Thank you for coming in.
Okay, my phone for some reason is being silly.
Okay.
But I was just telling Evie off the hook that if the crappie are pushed up shallow, then I'm just gonna fish for them in 4 feet of water.
Yeah, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
My kids always catch crappie. We use butter worms to catch crappie. And they ran out of butter worms last year, so I don't have live minnows anywhere around the lake, which is weird. It's a lake. You'd think there'd be a bait shop around, and it's not. There's nothing around there with live minnows, so we usually use millworms, red worms, things like that for crappie and stuff. So
apparently my
see
to refresh there.
Yeah, man. So I'm glad you guys came up today. It's pretty cool. Like I said, I just did a pop-up live just to do it. I got to wait for my daughter to get home, and then we're heading up. But I want to make sure I pack my everything. So
hey, off the hook
for a little bit longer.
Another tip.
Have you ever?
Is when you're using your rooster tails, if you can switch out the treble hooks for a single hook.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, I've done that and put grub tails on them.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Evie?
Have you done much for fishing, like up in the northern waters, up in Canada?
No, I've yet to get to Canada. I would love to go pike fishing in Canada and stuff like that, but I have not been up there yet.
No, if you ever get a chance, the one spot because I lived in Alberta, but if you go to Alberta, I'd be west of Edmonton, Lac St. Anne. They've got massive, huge pike there.
Really?
Yeah, really big. I mean, we'd go out and I'd catch a big one and start reeling it in, and then a bigger one would grab it.
Yeah.
And you'd pull back with a bigger fish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had muskie rip off smallmouth on my boat when I'm fishing for smallmouth. I fish Chautauqua a lot. That's up in New York.
Yeah.
Lake, and I had like a 4-pound smallmouth on, and a muskie come up and just ate it and just snapped my line.
That's
it was amazing to see it, and that's when I wasn't filming. And if I would have had my GoPro on then, and that happened, that would have been awesome to catch on film. But I've had them come up to the boat and just rip bass right off my line and break my line.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I love muskie fishing. I love bass fishing, muskie fishing, and pike fishing when I can. But and hunting is like my favorite. I love archery hunting. Deer hunting is my favorite.
I do a lot of hunting too, if you guys didn't know.
Yeah, I love hunting. So archery season, that's why my channel has 2 sides to it.
There you go.
Well, that's one thing I want to do. I've never hunted. The only hunting I've ever done is with a camera.
Okay. And that's okay too. I mean, if that's what you choose, but
I
grew up
I'm
hunting.
getting old. I'm getting old, and I'd really like to try it once.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an experience, especially when you harvest an animal with a bow and arrow. For me, I mean, you can go out and shoot them with a gun, and that's fine. But I'm not really I do gun hunt, but I'm not a gun hunter. I like the bow and I like the crossbow and regular compound bow. I have a recurve, and I'd like to do a video this year, maybe taking a doe with my recurve. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Cool.
But yeah,
hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll wait till she gets back. I'm probably gonna end this soon. So got my stuff together here.
So
everybody.
Do you have any questions for me?
Send me some pictures. Get my do you have my email?
No, I do not.
All right, go in my description of my videos and grab my email. And when you get pictures and stuff, send me pictures because I try to share people out. Oh, there's somebody else here too. Hold on. All right. Fisherman Joe's here, so we're gonna invite Fisherman Joe up too.
I want to try and get sticker.
Here we go.
So,
This is
Hey,
what
Fish
keeps me busy.
Joe. How are you?
Hey, Ted.
What's up, buddy?
Fisherman Joe Outdoors, what's up?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good.
That's
Cool.
good.
Cool, man. Yeah, I wish you would have come on a little earlier because I'm getting ready to end it soon, but you are coming up on my live. You're going to be my special guest on the live coming up, and I will definitely email Eric, and I will hook you up, and we were going to, I'm going to do something special for you on that live, buddy, okay?
All right.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Hey, Fisherman Joe, do you do any crappie, trout, or bass fishing?
I usually we basically have crappie here. I'm not sure if we do or not, but I mostly trout and bass fish.
Okay.
Nice.
That's awesome.
What's your go-to lure for trout, or if you just use power bait?
I usually just for trout. I usually just use like a small spinner,
Mm-hmm.
or pardon me, or I use a power bait with just a weight on
Hey,
line and then some worms. That's all I catch trout on,
There you go.
basically.
I use mini jigs a lot. Have you ever tried those?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
What you
I
got, a
actually
goat
caught
there,
a-
Evie?
you hear my sick rooster in the back?
I
Yeah.
got a rooster, and then I see a goat. You got all
Yes.
kinds of.
It's one of my babies. And that
Yeah.
rooster is just learning to crow.
My house sounds like your house, but mine are all kids making those noises.
Yeah, no, mine's these guys.
That's awesome.
So, Fisherman Joe, are you going fishing tomorrow or no?
Probably not.
No. What's the fishing like right now in your area?
Right. I mean, fishing's pretty good right now. It's very windy, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be windy by tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like the wind is like blowing like crazy. It was blowing like about a few days ago, and it was blowing like 26 miles an hour.
It's like perfect conditions where I am. I mean, it's like nice and sunny out.
Yeah. It was sunny this morning, but then it just got windy.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, guys, it was nice to have you guys out. I'm sorry I got to cut it early, but Joe, you are going to be my special guest on the live. I will email your mom and let her know whenever we're going to do a live with you on there. I'm going to have you as my special guest. Thank you guys for coming out. Ryan, Evie, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for everybody coming into my stream tonight. I'm sorry I got to end it early. An early stream is like an hour and 15 minutes for me. So I go 3-4 hours, but I am
Hey,
going.
Mark.
If you guys are around tomorrow or Sunday, and when I do my live, look for my my post, and please join me on my live. I don't know how crazy it's going to be with fishing. I'm probably not going to have everybody up on my live, but I really like the young coming in here. I really like to have you guys up here. I love it. It's an awesome thing to have the young people coming up and doing these lives and stuff with me. I really appreciate it. I try to get my kids involved in the outdoors. I'm glad you guys are involved in the outdoors. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. Evie, thank you. It was nice meeting you. And I'm going to get going. JV, thank you. Thank you, everybody in the chat.
You too. Have a good night.
All right, check out my descriptions and my affiliate links and my emails, and hit me up because I will share you on my community tabs, guys. So definitely send pictures to me. Get my emails. Send pictures. I'll put you on my community tab and share you guys out so your channels grow. Joe, thank you for coming up, buddy. Take care. Tell your mom I said hi, and I'll see you later.
Hey,
See ya.